play this clip from Aaron Imholte from today because I want to get Jen's take on this coming from a female perspective.
Okay.
All right. So Aaron Imholte, as we know, was married to April Imholte.
Yes.
His co-host. On April 1st, April left the show and Aaron pretended they were still together and everything was fine. And then we find out 6 weeks later that they're getting a divorce. And then a few weeks after that, the divorce is finalized.
Wow.
That was a couple of weeks ago.
And you were wrong. It wasn't a work.
Yeah. No. I've admitted that I was very wrong about that. So that's how quickly things have moved. We're at June 11th now. April 1st, she leaves the show. By early May, he's declaring they're getting a divorce. A few weeks after that, the divorce is finalized. Listen to the shit that he's talking about on the show today.
Before Matt gets here and before we really dig into some things on the show today, I do want to announce, and this is probably, I want to say it's a massive mistake, but you know what? It's not a massive mistake.
By the way, thanks to TV's Will Heron for clipping these. He's been doing a great job of clipping the good parts of these shows lately.
To tell you guys this, but I am in the beginning stages of seeing someone.
Oh my God, why are you talking about it?
I am. I'm excited about this. I'm very happy about this. I know, look, I'm fully aware that those of you who hate me, that those of you who are in the chat to go, you suck, you're a piece of you're this and that. I know that whatever I say that makes me smile or happy is going to make you lose your mind. I'm fully aware of it. That's the game you and I play. That's the back and forth we have.
This is why I'm so annoyed with this asshole. He likes to make up what people are mad about or goofing on him for, and it's always wrong. But he creates this entire narrative, and then he battles that narrative.
Yeah.
So he did this with me many times. Carl said it was a whole work, me getting a divorce, and then he won't admit that he was wrong. And he said it over and over and over again. And I kept saying, no, I did. Here's the proof. Here's the thing. It wasn't until Keanu was on the show and goes, no, Carl did admit that. Oh, he did? So, but he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to know the truth. Of course. So now he's saying, he's going on here, fresh off a divorce, his second divorce. He's a single father with 3 children. And he's going, guess what, guys? I'm in a new relationship. I just started with a new relationship. And he goes, and you know what? You guys are goofing on me because you don't want me to be happy. I don't care about that. This is just a very childish way to live your life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he makes up the battles so he can win every battle.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it makes it very easy. If you pretend your opponent has a dumb argument, then you can be like, I'll beat that argument. Well, yeah, because you made it up.
Kind of reminds me of John saying everyone's obsessed with him.
Right. You're
But
just
he
jealous
won't
of a celebrity.
He won't mention what part they're obsessed with.
Right. Yeah, good point.
that is true.
You guys just love that I'm a celebrity. Well, there's actually a ton of people who are bigger celebrities than you. So how does that make sense?
That's only part of it.
Some of our fans think we're awesome and great and they write nice things. Your guys' whole thing is whenever I'm doing something good or makes me happy, you want to try to take it away. And it's great. You're like the Wile E. Coyote to my Roadrunner. I like that about you. But,
Yeah.
man, I'm so... not only am I happy about it, but also I'm trying to do all the right things. And when you're a guy who's perpetually done all the wrong things in terms of taking it slow, building a foundation, not just falling head over heels and, and just, let's just fucking do it. What do you say? It's hard to balance the two emotions of like, this person is way better for me. This person is so good for me. And let's go. And then the other part that goes, or you could not speed this one up into fucked upsville like you always do.
I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted that they're bleeping some swears and not the other ones.
Will Heron's doing that. He's a TV personality, so I guess that's why he does that. You don't have to do that, Will. It's YouTube. You can leave
not for here.
You could leave in all the swears. So he thinks he's like charming and cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's giving off that vibe. We see it with a lot of these guys that we make fun of. Is you can tell in their head the way they think they're coming off. Like, and you know what? She's so adorable, and I just want to marry her. And I can't do that. It's too soon. We've only been dating a couple of weeks. It's too soon.
I feel like I'm looking at a man who's learned nothing.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing from what just happened.
Wait, me?
Even a teenage relationship, you started going steady and necking a girl.
Yeah.
If you and your girlfriend were necking and going
Giving
steady,
each other hickeys?
yeah, you wouldn't be talking like this retard is right now.
No, you're absolutely right.
He needs a W so fucking badly right now, and he needs to rub it in April's face and Kayla's face and all the haters. I have a girlfriend. Do ya? Who gives a shit?
Well, who is this woman?
Hold on, he's gonna explain. Let's find out.
I was talking to them today, and she goes, just enjoy the part of the relationship where we miss each other.
That's not a good sign.
What a needy douche.
Yeah, that says a lot.
The fact that he just started dating a girl, and on the phone call, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to come over today. I'm busy. But that's okay. We can look forward to the next time we see each other.
It's called edging.
Yeah, right.
Yuck.
Just enjoy that part. When you miss someone, just miss them. That's what she's saying. She goes, don't miss them and then go, now come to my house and be here all the time. She's like, no. I miss you.
Yeah, you're coming off as desperate and needy, is what she's saying.
Do we know this woman's name yet?
I don't care what her name is.
Well, whoever she is, run. Run the other way.
Yeah, I mean,
Run away.
She knows this is bad. She can tell.
All right, I'm going to say this is a work, or if it turns out it's not.
Let's go. It's a work. Can't be wrong too many times, can we?
You miss me. Let's plan a time to see each other again. And then we'll plan a time to see each other again after that.
And by the way, if this is a work, if he is just like, I knew you guys would fall for this. I'm not even in a relationship. This would be the style of Chad Zubak again, where he's like,
Right.
you guys believe my lie? Like, well, yeah, what are we doing then? You're just
I don't have a
you're
girlfriend.
supposed to figure out
So
when
there.
you're lying. Like, it's so stupid.
I know.
This is a guy who should not be talking about his personal life. It's
No.
not a good
He
thing
should
for
not
him.
have
It's
a
not-
personal life.
It's not a good thing for him.
And again, like this process that's called dating. Apparently, have you ever heard of this? Apparently, there's a process that's called dating. It's not just like meet them, fall in love with them, move them in. Did you know that there's another thing that you're supposed to do? I'm just learning about this. 2 divorces and 37 years later.
If this is part of your tight 5, you got to keep working on it, buddy. This
God,
is
I am not a big fan of him.
not a good bit.
Oh, you
just
wouldn't
finding
date
out-
him?
Fuck no.
Could you imagine? And imagine she's watching this and going, okay, this guy is so fucking needy. Like, he comes off as a guy who has no personality, no identity without a girl. We
Yeah.
know guys like this.
Yes.
It's embarrassing.
How old is he? 37, did he say?
37, yeah.
Oof.
He should know
Out about
better.
this concept. It seems swell. And I like it so far. No, but she's been great. In all honesty,
No, be
I
honest
would
with us. Go
not
ahead.
be doing as well in my private life, my personal life. Like I've said before, show life is a performance.
But no
Like, if you
pressure,
guys
baby.
think-
Yeah, again, he's talking about how needy he is.
Dude.
I'd be nothing without this woman I met a week and a half ago.
What private life? He doesn't shut up about any of it.
And then when he's singing karaoke in his neighbor's garage on the weekends, he has to fucking post it on Twitter.
That's why I always get a kick out of people who are like, your ex-wife's gonna be so mad when she finds out about some of the stuff you've been saying.
If you had a
Nah.
co-host that talked like that, it'd be interesting to listen to. Nobody talks like that, Aaron.
If only there was a machine that could measure insecurity, we could pit some of these guys against each other.
Well, so Aaron's got 2 tells. He's got that voice when he talks about the haters goofing on him.
Yeah.
But he's also got his
Oh, of course.
hugging himself. I'm doing okay. I'm all right.
Until I see my sweetie, I'll be doing this.
Ugh.
If you think that I'm giving you this first, are you out of your f***ing mind? Do you have a real life, or do
Are you bleeping retard, Will? Come on.
you just live online? The idea that I would come to you first and tell you very privileged information, and that I wouldn't tell the mother of my children this information first makes me think that you might be that I have the most single-digit IQ haters of any show out there.
This is annoying too because Aaron has been talking about his personal life to a degree that no one should ever do on his show. So him and his wife were wife swapping with the Ricadas and doing drugs and bringing the kids to a drug den, and all this crazy shit was happening over the last 6 months. And Aaron comes out and not only explains like how much drugs they were doing and what drugs they were doing and how often they were doing the drugs, but then we talk about sexual positions and when they were having sex and how they were having sex and sleeping in the bed, all this crazy shit. And he goes, guys, I told my ex-wife all of this before I'm telling you, so it's obviously fine. There's a difference between your ex-wife knowing this and the rest of the world. And your ex-wife at some point might go, I'm not really cool with the rest of the world knowing about what you're up to. We have kids who are in school. And Charlotte, I didn't know what his daughter's name was until he started posting her singing karaoke poorly. Charlotte's 10. Her friends, probably on the internet.
Probably have phones.
Could probably watch this shit. I don't know how she isn't the center of attention when they're like, your dad was talking about doing Molly?
Charlotte, what's doggy style? Do you know?
So he said that they did in 69, but he did go down on her a bunch of times.
Oh, that's dad for you.
Aaron, are you this stupid? You really don't realize the difference between you having a private conversation with your ex-wife about what you're up to and seeking forgiveness and trying to get through that, and then telling all of the internet?
No, he sees that conversation as approval, which is nutso.
Correct. There's actually a brilliant scene in Private Parts where
Yes.
she has a miscarriage, Howard's wife, and they make light of it privately. And then the next morning, Howard goes on the radio and tells the same jokes he was telling to her the night before, and she gets very upset with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real or not, but it seems very real.
No, but Allison, at least in the movie, was like, you don't know the fucking difference?
Yeah, that was between us. That was funny between us because we're both going through this crazy emotional thing. And then for you to make light of it to millions of people is a problem. Aaron, you ever see Private Parts?
Back to the other point that he's sharing this with his ex-wife. How much information does she need?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to know what kind of sex my exes are having.
Could you imagine?
Don't tell me.
Could you imagine if he's like, and then Kayla was wearing this outfit. It was so cute. She's like, oh, whatever, Aaron. I get it. You were fucking Kayla and April, and then everyone was fucking everyone. You know what I mean? Like, that's enough.
Also, Nick was there.
Yeah. What was the temperature of the hot tub? We don't care. It's too much.
How warm
It's
was his jizz?
Troubling,
Ugh. Jesus, Jen.
to be honest with you. But
I mean, it's outside of the body. It's like 98.
It is slightly cooler.
Yeah, it's slightly cooler than body temperature.
like this person has helped me so much in my private life. I mean, this person has completely restored my confidence
You
again.
don't have a private life anymore.
Like and that's like for my
That's another thing, too. You're in a brand new relationship. Brand new.
Yeah.
And now this person's responsible for you being confident again? Your self-confidence relying on this other person you just met and started dating?
Well, right, because this has only been going on for a few weeks. How long has he been with her?
It could only be a few weeks.
A few days, it sounds like.
Possibly. I mean, Jen,
Christ alive.
if you and I started dating and I had a podcast
Okay.
and I was like, I used to pull clips and make fun of stuff, but I'm just going to talk about this new girl I'm dating and how much I rely on her for my emotional stability. I think you'd probably dump me immediately.
I would.
Okay. 'Cause
Jen, where'd you go?
that's
Jen?
fucking crazy.
Jen.
to me so much in my private life. I mean, this person has completely restored my confidence again. Like and that's like for my private life, that's amazing. That makes me bulletproof. That makes me feel great. In my show life, it makes me as the insufferable prick that a lot of the people who hate me see me as.
Can I translate that real quick? I got my dick wet. Hey, guess what, internet? You guys said I was a loser. Does a loser get his dick wet?
Is this woman living under a rock? Why is she getting involved with him?
It's Minnesota. Rural little area in Minnesota.
It's Minnesota, Jen.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
All
whatever.
Cardiff
The
confirmed.
smiling, cocky.
Oh, that was the other thing that John said today. He was trying to find out Cardiff's identity. What state does he live in? I went, oh, John. Oh, John.
talking guy that they find obnoxious. When I'm confident, that guy comes out. In my private life, I mean, this is a person who has just helped me so much to forgive me, forgive myself,
Oh,
and
thank
just
God.
make me feel confident and worth again. And it's so nice. And you go, you hang out, you do whatever else adults do.
No, I don't care.
Chris, you're not impressed that he's fucking? I mean, you didn't look impressed just now. He's trying to impress you.
Well, this is so fucked up because he's talking about the difference between his show life, his show personality, and his private life.
Right, yeah.
And yet he's such a cocky asshole. And he's talking about confidence. I don't know what to fucking believe. So I'm choosing to not believe any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's lying all the time.
Are you saying his dick is dry?
Well,
Is that what you're implying
no,
right
I
now?
think he fucked some loser. But,
Okay, all right. So he did fuck a loser. All right, good. So we're all on the same page with that. Dude, how sad is that? This man who's been telling us about his sexual exploits. I mean, you went on Kino Casino and just told them everything they asked. How sad is that now he feels the need to come on here and be like, we're two adults to hang out and do things adults do? Yeah, you're fucking. I get it. You wouldn't be talking about your new girlfriend if you weren't fucking. We get it. Jesus.
When they meet up and you know what I'm learning now? You know what I'm trying to figure out now? At 37 years old, you know what I'm finally trying to figure it out?
Humility. Probably not.
Taking it nice and easy.
I'm learning
this doesn't qualify.
I'm learning not to talk about it on my radio show. I'm learning not to talk about it on YouTube that thousands of haters are watching and clipping at all times. I'm learning a lot.
I've never watched the show before this whole debacle.
Yeah.
So what was it before the debacle? Like,
He
what
used to-
what did he talk about before any
They
of
used to
this?
pull clips
Right.
down and watch this is what happened in the hockey game last night. I mean, that's a bad example, but the shit that everyone does, that Anthony Cumia does, what's interesting on the
We were
internet.
driving to the studio listening to this, and I asked him the same thing. I'm like, what was his show like before this?
Yeah.
Was it anything?
I mean, he used to just react to clips and talk about what's going on with Trump or whatever.
So radio kind
yeah,
of
like
stuff.
a radio kind of stuff.
Okay.
And now it's just this. And begging people to give him money, of course.
Nice and slow. But it's hard because they're always so beautiful. They're always so good looking. They're always so nice. They make you laugh.
If I may. When you first start dating someone and you have to talk about it on your podcast, don't use they, making it sound like they're a dime a dozen.
Right.
Just want to point that out.
They're
Little
always
advice.
so good looking.
Yeah.
When it comes to new girlfriends for me, they're always good looking.
Yeah.
They're always nice.
This litter of puppies, they're all so cute.
There's so many of them in the sea.
They're always so swallowing.
They're fun to talk to.
And now I know he's lying.
They're cute and furry.
It's just, it's like you just want to touch it and feel it all the time. The whole thing.
Oh God, I
And I
don't
know what you're
like
thinking. You're
this
like,
guy.
Aaron, I feel like you're already starting to break a little. Maybe I'm starting to break a little. But
Break
I
up.
have I just wanted to let you I'm ready to let the audience know I've met someone.
We got it.
I've started seeing someone. They are fantastic. They have helped me through, along with many other people, by the way. I'm not saying they're the only one, but along with many other people, this person has helped me through a remarkably difficult time of my own making. I'm not.
What, was there a Lonely Island song? It's like I Just Got Laid or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah.
But now he's got this
well,
going.
there's that song, Jizz in My Pants.
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that one too, but
Difficult time of my own making. I'm not sitting here going, I'm a victim or anything. A very difficult time of my own making. They've helped me be remarkably accountable to
remarkably, I have been a remarkable victim.
myself. They're not one of these people who, when I go this, that, and the other, they go, oh, it's okay. They go, no, you didn't. Yeah, this part is your fault. Hey, you're right now. You're not being honest. I need that. And I like it I just like having that.
What
Sure.
a fun relationship.
But if WATP says you fucked up,
You're right.
you're all pissed off.
Well, Patrick Melton isn't sucking his dick, so there's the difference.
I'm starting to think that this could possibly not be his girlfriend and maybe it's his therapist.
You think it's a metaphor for something?
And he's not really dating this person.
be both.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's that gethelp.com or something
It's a digital.
where he calls
It's
them up and they're
text.
like, we're on 3 days a week, Aaron. I can't talk to you every day. It's what you signed up for. It's the plan.
You have to learn how to just miss me
Yeah.
in this part of our relationship.
It's Siri.
Very thrilled, but also very mindful of the fact that I make mistakes. I up.
Oh, ain't I a stinker? He's giving that face like,
Yes.
guys, ain't I a stinker? You know me. Sometimes I start doing Molly and fucking people's wives. So tee hee. What a dork.
This isn't normal.
This guy calls me gay. That's the crazy part about
Does he?
this. Yes, he's called me gay multiple times.
Who doesn't call you gay?
No, I get that part.
And I'm going to not do that this time.
Oh, that's right. You're the F slur IT.
Oh, yeah. He
forgot about that.
turned into I'm an IT worker, and I push up my glasses. Restart the router. That was his fun joke that he had.
Wow. IT.
Wow, you do Carl real well. Do it again.
You believe me, don't you? As far as me playing the field goes,
Oh, what got edited?
I've never been
Well,
good
he's just jumping to the parts where he's talking about this new relationship.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
at it. It's never been my forte. I also I like what I like. I enjoy what I enjoy. When I told Gino that oh man, I'm seeing somebody or whatever, and I'm like, how do I stop myself from going full speed ahead? He's like, dude, I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm like the devil on your shoulder. Go for it.
Full speed ahead.
Gino and I are hopeless romantics, a.k.a. homos. That's what we are. Shawnetta writes, no, you are really good at hurting people. But that's what I mean.
Has he introduced this chick to his kids yet? That's the question right there.
Oh, she's probably moved in by now.
Well, no, she hasn't. He wants her to. He literally said he's already offered her to move into his house, and she's like, all right, slow down, weirdo.
He's such a fucking
We
idiot.
just started dating. Maybe I shouldn't have taken off my pants so quickly. That was probably a bad move on my part, but whatever. This is where we're at now. Because I guarantee he can't wait to introduce. I don't know if you guys know this story, but when he proposed to April, he had his kids ask April if she'll be their new forever mommy. Yeah.
Those kids are going to need so much therapy.
Those kids are going to need therapy and singing lessons.
I feel terrible when I do that. I don't like being that person. It makes me feel gross.
So you're talking about being friends with
you
Gino
should.
again?
So no more playing the field, no more balancing plates, no more multiple people. Ugh.
Hey,
Well,
easy there.
well.
Spoken like a heterosexual guy. Some of these guys, they like that sleeping with multiple girls. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, and what happens when this doesn't work out?
Oh,
You're going to play the field.
it's going to work out. He's already married it in his mind. You can tell.
Yeah, well, he was before.
He's already got it figured out.
I give it 2 weeks.
People think that just because I got out of a terrible situation with two women and a lunatic, and
Were you the lunatic?
I was going to say, pot kettle. Come on.
Got to have a terrible situation with two women. April hated you, and Kayla was there to keep you happy enough so that her husband could fuck April.
I've been out of that for a few months, and now I'm, getting back out there and seeing someone else that maybe I've lost some of my misogynist edge.
Does he have edge?
Yeah, he's a real edgelord, that one.
Who are these